Trade recap number 2. We got week of the 14th to the 20th. Granted, we did not trade. The only day we traded this week, the only day, was Tuesday. That's a lie. We did trade FOMC, but that was because, even though after I already blew my account, we'll get into that, because the algos I was running on 150K, one of them was fucking up, and so I had like $1,000 until drawdown. I'm like, well, doesn't really matter. So we just kind of said like, fuck it, and put 10 micros or minis, which was low key dumb as hell. We had a buy and stop on the bottom, like a buy stop and a sell stop. Whatever hit first, hit first. I got stopped out within a millisecond because of the fact that since I had $1,000 left, I only needed. So all I needed was 10 ticks for me to get absolutely fucked. And I got absolutely fucked. If I just put like, even like 3 minis. Just 3. Because when I tell you, it would only like spiked up a little bit above my like sell stop. It was up there for like, I don't know, 20 ticks, not even. Just went down the entire day without me. But I was at work, so by the same time, it's like, damn, I could have had the account still and had it recovered, but whatever. Let's get into the actual trade recap. So, first of all, the account's gone. Since I blew it, and I wasn't gonna buy another one or reset it, because I was like, all right, let me take this week off, recover, think about like, all right, what's going on, tweak some stuff, look over the strategy, not strategy, the notes, and like what I could do better. 17th, 16th. All right. So first trade here was a long. Second trade was literally 2 ticks below to tap me in. I was expecting Asia to compete with New York, make a new all-time high, even if it was just the slightest, just at least wick above New York. But we did not do that, clearly, because since New York made a new all-time high, I'm like, all right, we swept. Ooh. First trade. It is exact time 8:46. Good reversal point if a reversal were to happen. First of all, the first hour DR, I say, is it's either gonna make only one way, or it's gonna go bearish or bullish, and then the other way is it's just gonna go straight bearish or bullish. No, it's gonna go straight bearish or bullish, or it'll go bearish and then bullish, making 2 swings in the hour. In the minute time frame, I'm a scalper, so I sit in the minute time frame. Swept these. All right. Listen, swept these lows. Okay. Made a new low. Not a major low, but it's a new low. Okay, new structure was being created after whatever. Okay, it came up. Boop. Oh, and then decided to sweep, break, sweep, and then come down, tap the order block, and not really pass it. Okay, as you can see, just rejected off that hole. I'm like, all right, we already swept above this previous session. New York swept above the previous session. Okay, retested the low of that session, and now we're looking to make a new high in the Asia session. And as you can see, we started coming up. I'm like, all right, reversal. I'm looking at this level because we didn't really have any other interest other than the fact that, hold on, let's go to a higher time frame, just a Piquito amount. Yeah, we didn't really have much interest below 15 minute. not so much as like we are hunting for something better. You feel me? And it's not like we swept above new high the high to retest this order block, which is why I didn't use it. Which was also would have been another way for me to do that if, but like the range is too big for all right, whatever, to do that. So the reason we entered is because no really interest we are having here, just to create new highs. Keep just making new structure as you can see. Entered because we did not start making a new one. We didn't start making a new direction in the swing or the DR range. Okay, we just kind of started slowly trickling down. And I'm like, all right, we have 0.786 green level, great reversal point. 5-minute OB coming to the 1 minute. There. Oh wait, no, it wasn't green level. We're using the high here, and I had to stop at green because of the fair value gap for one, and these bottom lows, or these three equal lows. But we had a purple level, red level. No, we had a purple, like in between, yeah. For the fact that we have 5-minute order block protecting us, and then it could have just swept here and then continued. Good reversal point. It's also 8 o'clock. And aiming for these highs, in which was just a little bit above the 50%. I was expecting it to continue bullish, obviously, because I was expecting all-time highs. But if it didn't, I was only expecting it to come to 50%. Once it reached 50%, I was going to trail stop tight and then take the profit at rose level. I continue to have a new order set up. Continue to have a new order set up because right below it, after I got stopped out because one green level, gray level to one, again reverse off of 1 minute fair value gap and an order block cap. If we want to continue bullish, we make a move off of this. If not, then way down here, which we swept, came up, and then just continue, whatever. This was even a greater confluence. This was even a greater setup than the first one, of the fact that it's 9 o'clock when I got entered in, right? I was like, oh shit. A great time for a reversal of some type if you're a scalper. Not like we have 9 o'clock open, we have green level with 1 minute for value gap and the order block. Expecting once again to at least compete with the fit. What was the swing at the time? 50%. And the fact that it was a 5-minute order block or fair value gap if we wanted to continue down. Which is why I only had it here, but I was really expecting bullish moves to come up to at least here, this area. We did come to this area because of the 5-minute fair value gap, but at least like up to the order block. But sadly did not happen. At the end of the day, market moves where it wants to move. Wasn't the case. It just continued to drop off. Not really a reversal until 9:30. Probably might have caught something, but yes, entered longs because bullish bias. We've been bullish this entire time. DR range is not making a new direction yet in my case for the way I use the DR range compared to my other people in hex trades. 15-minute, the market moves in like relatively 50-minute increments. If you were to catch a reversal continuation type of thing. But sadly, yes, I lost the combine. Here is the proof. Oh, here's the calendar for the day. This is the calendar. This was last week that I did trade recap on, down 3, whatever. I traded Monday. I was driving and it was like 9 o'clock at night, and I took some dumb trade that I was driving and I was in the Discord call with the boys, and since I was driving, they were low key being my comms, but I didn't have the setup and I only took it because they did, and I got fucked. And then I just put my phone down and continued driving. That's really it. I don't really remember much of why they traded, where they traded. They said, "Oh, Adam, bye." Like, all right, bye. Now, I don't at all use comms. And since I was driving and I was trying to be like in the market, I should have just not even worried about it and just stuck to what I was doing. So that's on me for losing. That's why it's not in my notes, because I forgot about it probably the time that I got home. But yeah, that is not how you should be trading. If you are trading, do not be sitting in some fuck ass gay Discord call. Be like, yo, boys, what are we trading tonight? No. Nigga, learn how to fucking trade, bro. Because if you're just gonna come into a Discord and look for signals or like try and do what they're doing and just do what they're doing instead of actually doing your own shit, finding your own edge, then don't even try trading. Because what happens when those people leave or they have their own stuff going on? You're not gonna know a fuck thing about trading. The only thing you're gonna know is, hey guys, what are we trading today? Are we buying or selling? Like, you're fucking yourself over if you just signal bot off your friends, dude. You need to personally learn how to trade. And if you don't, whatever. And never actually learning the skill, you will never make it in trading. And because when those people leave, you will be like, oh, why can't I trade anymore? Or even if you know how to do the said strategy, you're going to be too scared to take a trade because they're not there to say yes or no. And so you're just going to quit, fall off the face of the earth, and whatever. That was Adam. No, not Adam Brown. That was the 14th to the 20th trade recap.